Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Northern Ireland, and today I wanted to show you a lovely little candle gift box that I made. I've been making these for years, but now that I'm in Stampin' Up I wanted to give it a wee go to see how it looked with the lovely papers and stamps and whatever. So this is what I came up with. This one is using the Delightful Daisy cardstock and DSPs, and I have decorated this one. The one I'm going to show you I'm not going to bother decorating because it's entirely up to your own taste. Some of them I have made for sympathy, which is really nice if you've lost somebody, and I put a picture of the person and stuff inside and a wee prayer and stuff like that. Or they can just be thank yous or happy birthdays. I've made them for loads of occasions. This one is a thank you one, and I've used the lovely stamps out of the Flourishing Phrases, which I love, and lovely grey basic grey Stampin' ink pad to stamp it, and these all the leaves came out of the Flourishing Phrases as well. So anyway, let's go. Inside, you set at the side, and inside you have your lovely wee candle. I made this one a wee bit too deep, see, you learn as you go. And this side I normally would print out a nice wee verse and stick here. And on this one I'm going to make now, I'm going to decorate the box with a bit of stamping because it's a bit plain. Sometimes I would run it through the embossing folder, which also makes it nice. So let's get started. So first of all, you need, for the actual book cover, you need a piece 11 inches by 5 inches. And to decorate that, you're going to need 3 squares that'll sit either side and one up the center there, and all these measurements will be on a wee download below in the description. It'll take you to my blog, and there'll be a link for a wee download, so you'll have them all to hand. It'll save me rhyming them off to you, and they'll not mean much, but that's what you need. You need 2 back and front, and 1 for the inside and 2 for the spines. And then to make the candle box, you're going to need, cut your ribbons about 15 centimeters, but you'll get all that in the download. This piece of card, I've went ahead and cut my circle out already because I find it's just easier. I mark the inner score lines, and then you know where to place that. Didn't want to rerun on the machine while I was videoing, so you'll know it's easier yourself to do it because it gives you a nice inner square and you know to position that in the center. Just get a circle die, a thinlet that'll fit whatever type you're doing. The candles I bought, this one is from IKEA, and they've actually now started to do a square holder, and you can't get the round ones anymore, which I'm raging about. Inside's round, but the outside is square, but I mean it just means just getting a square to fit it, so it's easy enough. So this particular piece of paper was 7 inches by 7 inches, and I'm going to do the scoring now just that I have it here, and then we'll do a bit of stamping on it. So ignore the hole. So get your 7 inches by 7 inches and score first of all at 1/2 inch, and then 1.5, and then 5.5, and 6.5. And just repeat those, turn your card round and repeat those measurements again. Oops. 1/2 inch, 1.5, 5.5, and 6.5. And there you have your base for to hold your candle. So before I do any cutting, I'm actually going to do a bit of stamping because I don't want the bare look. So I've chosen this wee stamp here, which comes from the Daisy Delight set. You get this, and you also get the big punch, which is lovely. It comes in a big bundle. You buy the bundle, you save 10%, and it's well worth it if you're going to be using. You can stamp that. You can then punch over your stamp, or you can just punch lots of these like I did. I just punched it in the white, and it makes a lovely daisy, and there's leaves and feathers, and there's lots in there. And a lovely big thank you as well. So this card is actually called Pool Party, the colour, so I'm just using the Pool Party ink pad. I'm just going to stamp over the top just here and there to give the same colour effect. Just randomly stamp here and there. I'm not going to go over the outer ½ inch because that's the part that's actually tucked under the box to hold it in place. Quick wee bit of stamping. I think it might make all the difference because the last one was a bit plain, and normally, as I say, I like to run them through a nice embossing folder. So I'll maybe do that another time. But you just use whatever you have yourself. And it's a lovely way to give a candle gift. Just make sure and turn this round to give it a different look, and overrun the edges and stuff too. Don't be afraid to do that. It gives a more natural look. Maybe one down here. What do you think? Yeah, it'll do. So that's that sorted. Now we'll do our cutting. So basically you need to get rid of some. Decide your top and bottom. I'm going to cut up this one. We don't need this wee strip here at all. Again, I'll have a wee diagram for you to follow. Cut this one right up and take away this bottom bit. We don't need it. Move over to this side, cut right up. Cut right up again. We don't need that one, and we don't need that one. And just take away your wee bits of bulk, so there's not big giant seams sticking here and there. Same here. And turn it round, opposite side, and just copy the exact same cutting again. Take that one away, cut that one across. Same again, up to the and there you have. We'll cut a wee bit of bulk off again here, and a wee bit here. Right. So now you need to burnish your folds. It's a really simple wee box. Well, it's not actually a box, it's bottomless, but I'm going to put a piece of card in there. I think it's a wee bit, it saves a wee bit in your card by doing it this way rather than making a full box with extra folds. Well, I think it does, maybe it doesn't, huh? Prove me wrong. Just burnish all those folds up. Now, that's basically it ready, so we need to add our glue now. I'm using this wet glue. You know I like wet glue. So do your 4 corners with a bit of glue, not too close to your edges so that it doesn't squeeze over when you go to join your corners. Right. Now I like to hold mine in place with mini clothes pegs. So make sure you get enough up that you can fold this down to get your peg on. Just that wee second holding those that wee bit tighter makes all the difference, because otherwise you're sitting there holding it yourself and you could be around the other side getting that done. Same here, line up your corners nicely, both sides. And just fold that one in, and that holds them. keep making sure you're happy with that. Put your peg on. It's so quick how they'll pop back out again on you, but once they take, you know. But you want nice, neat edges, because you're going to see them. Now, I also cut a piece of card, 3 6/8 by 3 6/8, that I'm going to put to cover the base, so when that turns up, it's not sitting in a big bottomless pit. So that should be enough to hold those, believe it or not. Now, I'm putting a wee tiny bit of glue on underneath these wee bits. They're going to join up and hopefully hold that all together. Now, and this is the base you've cut. Put a wee bit of, just a, I need to bring it over for you to see, just a thin line the whole way around. And that should be enough to hold that in place for you. Now, put it into your box with the glue facing up. Pop that down, pop those down, and you should be able to just flip it over and arrange that so you're happy with it. Just run your finger around all those edges so that the glue takes, and that gives a nice wee clean finish. So we'll leave that to one side to dry, and we'll do the cover. Should have scored this already when I had it up there, but no matter. For your cover, you simply score it. Oops. 5 inches and 6 inches, and that's all you're scoring down the cover. So fold that over and increase your card. This makes like a wee book shape. So now we're ready to decorate it. Now we want the ribbon that's going to tie it, and we want to put them in 2 places. I like to use double-sided sticky tape for this. So position that at either side. In the center, as close to the center as you can get it, and remove the double side. Oops, make sure it's taken, and add your ribbon. So I've pre-cut this ribbon, so try and get it again in the center. And I've lost one of my ribbons. Oh, there it is. No, it's not. Oh, I'll cut another one. There's always something, isn't there? It'll turn up. I'm sure it's underneath something lurking. So that. Now again, I would go over it with another piece of double-sided sticky tape just to make sure that the ribbon is stuck right to the edge. And the same on the other side. It just gives it a good hold, because whoever's going to be opening and closing this might give it a good yank and you don't want it coming apart. Remove that. And remove that. Now, get your first sheet. And isn't it a shame to waste the other side? The other side's lovely too. But it'd be great to make a card to match this. I've done them in sets as well. The birthday cards and the birthday candle. And it's lovely when everything's all matching. And that's my favourite thing about Stampin' Up, is everything matches, from the stamps to the colours that you're going to be stamping in, to the papers that you're using. It makes life so easy. So get your first one. This is the back of the book. And just make sure your ribbon's nice and flat, and that gives that a good grip. And the same with this one. Bit of wet glue. I do like to use lots of glue, things bubbling up on it. Stick that one on. Try and get your pattern so it's all going nicely, you know. Oops. Slippy. And then your wee skinny bit. Again, I'll have the measurements of all this. Pop that down the spine. And then turn it over. And on this side, you want to put this one in. This will be the inside of your box. The candle goes to one side and your fancy papers to the other. Now, you can put fancy paper onto the candle box, but I don't see much point in wasting all that nice paper, because you're not going to see too much of it. Pop that one. And again, your wee spine. Just want to come up this one and line them all up. Now, get your candle box. This should be well ready now. I'm going to put a good heavier glue on this to hold it. Bring that right around the edges. And then plenty on the base. I really do like my glue, don't I? Right, so choose the way that you like the look of it after you're stamping, if you've used stamping. Pardon me. And set that in the centre. Oh, sorry, I'm sticking my head right in front of you, but I want to get this in the centre if I can. So that'll fit. Your wee thing fits in nicely. Then you would go about decorating this yourself, and the front as well. Put on what you want. Like, use your framelets and cut die shapes out in the matching colours. And you could stamp a sentiment or print a sentiment, whichever, and just tie it up. And it just makes such a lovely wee gift, a wee thoughtful gift. And it's really, really, really nice if somebody has lost somebody recently. And, you know, there's a lovely wee verse you can get for someone up in heaven. Oh, it's sad, but it's lovely. So there you have it. Simple. I'm not decorating the front of it, as I say. I'm not sure what I'm going to use this one for, but you know, you can go to town on your decorations with as much your punch. If you've got the bundle, use your punches, stamp your leaves out, add wee faux stitching, add a nice verse, and make sure you put a nice wee thing, and then you can write inside who it's from, and it's still very private. Okay, that's me. Thanks for dropping by. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, give me a wee thumbs up or please subscribe. Catch you later. Thanks for dropping by.